There's strong, but then there's Boston strong. The slogan captures the essence of a city brought together by the horrific bombing at last year's marathon. Many D.C. runners feel a connection to Boston's famous race this year. Our reporter Taylor Shaw is here in the studio to tell us about the spirit of the marathon here in the metro area.
Runners and walkers head to Crystal City to participate in the weekly 5K. It's an opportunity for the neighborhood to come together and to compete and beat their time from the previous week. To some, it's not about competition, but to others, it's about community. Crystal Run 5K Friday, sponsored by Pacers Athletic Store, gives runners a chance to train for a 5K.
I've been doing that, one of those couch to 5K things, and I guess I just skipped the last 4 weeks and decided to try getting out and see what happens.
This is Wiseman's first 5K.
My sister lives in D.C. and is an avid runner. Just got back from Afghanistan 2 days ago, and so she talked me into trying to do this running thing with her today.
For this Boston native, the event is more than making it across the finish line.
Out there running and just feeling like some little bit that I'm doing, it's a little cheesy, but each time I'm putting one step and I'm being outside, I'm running for my city.
He's not the only one running for Boston.
Let's remember what happened last year, but, you know, everything happens and let's get stronger.
As the runners approach the finish line, they are running with a different purpose.
My prayers goes out to those runners and everyone who were affected by it, but I'm just thankful to be here and that I can participate.
Something that we've kind of overcame. We realized it was a terrible event that happened, but I feel like we've all persevered. We've had a chance to move on and kind of like grow as a nation.
In the shadows of the Boston Marathon bombing, Wiseman says the running community bands together.
There was a real sense of community. It's a community that I hope we can replicate every day for the rest of my life across the country without having a tragedy make us remember that.
Some of Wiseman's friends are participating in this year's Boston Marathon. While he says he's not ready to run over 26 miles, he's very proud of his accomplishments completing his first 5K. Back to you.
Mebka Flegsy is making history today as the first American to win the Boston Marathon men's title since 1983. He crossed the finish line almost a year after 2 bombs exploded near it, killing 3 and injuring hundreds of people. His unofficial time was a little over 2 hours and 8 minutes. More than 30,000 runners are in the marathon this year, 9,000 more than last year. Runners and spectators alike placed wreaths and remembrances.
Speaking of Boston strong, Big Papi David Ortiz led the Boston Red Sox to a win yesterday. Boston hosted the Baltimore Orioles Sunday evening, pulling out a 6-5 victory. The Orioles started strong in the first inning, scoring 3 runs. From there, the Red Sox took over, scoring 6 times in the final 4 innings, with 6 different players with RBIs. The Washington Nationals defeated the St. Louis Cardinals 3-2 Sunday. The Cardinals jumped out to a 2-0 lead after 5 innings, but from there, the Nationals took over, finishing the game with 3 runs in the last 3 innings. ESPN's NFL draft guru Mel Kiper Jr. recently released his 4th edition of his mock draft, where he predicts the Houston Texans will draft defensive end Jadeveon Clowney with the 1st overall pick. Clowney is in Houston now, visiting with the team. Top quarterback prospects Johnny Manziel and Teddy Bridgewater continue to visit with NFL teams. Manziel worked out for the Cleveland Browns over the weekend and is now in Houston visiting with the Texans. Bridgewater is in Jacksonville working out for the Jaguars, who own the 3rd overall pick. The NFL draft begins on May 8th.
Bernard Hopkins becomes the oldest boxer at 49 years old to unify the light heavyweight world titles with his split decision win over Babut Sheminov. Hopkins dominated the fight, landing half of his power punches while his opponent only landing 20%. Hopkins' win only adds to his already first ballot Hall of Fame resume. The executioner looks to fight lineal champion Adonis Stevenson next and proclaims he must be the undisputed light heavyweight champion before he leaves the sport for good. Thanks for watching this edition of District Wire Sports. I'm Danielle DeCourcey.
And I'm Ryan Oliver. Have a great day.